The events I describe can be viewed in full in part 4.5. After Jodario's liberation, I went over why I decreed that she was the most worthy of her freedom. Hedwyn is known as a deserter, Jodie would be the most likely to start a revolt, and she had also been downside for the longest. With the first liberation past, the party would settle down a moonlight alcove, waiting for the stars to shine and guide our way through the rites once more. Many moons passed before the cycle begun anew. Several stars now shone, giving me a choice on who I could challenge. I would first choose to face the accusers in the pit of Mylith. Tizo apparently had some beef with Lendl and they rattled on each other a little during the rite. We proceeded to run a perfect game against them. Next up was the Fate. Bay still wants to make friends with Albert's son, Alma. Alma wasn't too fond of the idea. Scored a perfect game against them too. We get Gilman's legendary talisman. We learn a little bit about Ruki's history, the most important character in the game. The Chastity scored a few times but eventually proved no match for the Nightwings, making the team keep their perfect record before the golden star of Salayam illuminates the skies, indicating the Liberation Rite's arrival. And so, our journey continues. Hi. Let's do this. Nothing else to do. Continue your journey. Get close to hand or a very bad one. Having a drink. I want a drink. Oh, what? Am I actually drinking it? Well, what? Pyre notices you with her bottle of moonshine. Drink up by all means, darling. I like to find a boy after my own heart. She moves in close and lowers her voice. Let me tell you a little secret. That bottle there, it's enchanted. Never runs dry, ever. Believe me, if it could, I would have known by now. Apparently, was some spurned old bog crone that once tried to make a never-ending poison, but kept failing utterly, till she threw away her life's work in disgust. I fetched a good price for it. Decided to take a swig one day while on the hunt for Tamifa. When things weren't going quite as well for me as they are now, you understand. So that stuff is pretty good. Consider it for sharing, darling. Just everything in moderation and so on, Take the drink herself as she brushes by you. It never runs out. It never runs out. I'm going to die. That's not a good idea. Self-government status making... Magma mug. Base. Wait, what? I got a black cap. Oops. Oh. Doing minor repairs. Jodario's rug liberated. Crawford's planner. Drive in. I mess around with too much stuff. Play me a song. Path to Glory. This is a good song. What does this do? Spent the first 2 minutes of the raiment. Ruki's family portrait. Jesus Nest. I like clicking stuff. What is this? Got Downberry. Cool. Whoa! Damn! I hope nothing caught fire. Ooh. Okay, let's just keep everything on fire. We're fine with this. Nautical bell. Wonders like whoa! Hi, Ruki. Oh, you just keep right on ringing that bell, chum. Keep at it. Ruki seems to be taking issue with your frivolous use of the nautical bell. After all, there is no sign of nautical emergency, nor a prepared meal. Oh, I know it's not mealtime, it's fine. Starting to really enjoy the constant ringing sound, though. Now that it doesn't mean anything to me or anyone anymore. Besides, ringing that bell is probably some pretty good exercise, right? And it's good training for my ears, too. You know we curse ultra-sensitive hearing, don't you? Well, not anymore, I don't. Anyway, thanks, and I mean that. He storms off. Ruki shall never forgive you for abusing the nautical bell. Then so be it. Ruki appears, laughing heartily. He was only joking. Probably. Okay, stop it, John. I'm not kidding. It's bugging me. Please. Sorry, Ruki. Wow. Why haven't I taken the time to just fiddle around with stuff before? I should do that more often. Let's continue our journey. Spent the first 4 minutes just dicking about. Oh. And now we gotta go to the liberation rate. Flying over all the zones. Where can we go? Emperor's Fall or Emperor's Ascent? Basil gains favour from the scribes, or Pyre will gain favour from the scribes? We shall... Let's buff up Pyre. More likely to use her. Make landing on the sacred Mount Eladil, upon whose summit the next liberation rite shall soon take place. You wonder who among you may regain his or her freedom this time. Volfred finds you after the post-flight inspection. We will have to take the rest of the trip to Fall of Selayon by land. May we soon liberate another of our own there. That should raise the chances of our plan shall ultimately succeed. Seek the Nomad Scrab's favour. They're beyond the Crystal Seeks Bay. Well, let's just quickly do that, I guess. Oh, hello, my lovely blah 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 blah. You may know blah blah blah. Get it, Depe. Yeah, Sandra, blah blah blah. Ba 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 ba. Ba ba. I must admit, I do sense something from that one. I once had a wild heart myself, quite like her own. We shall see if there's more to her than that. Let's bring her forth. Soon Bay arrives and heed the summons. The scribes. I think that if I listen carefully, that I can hear them out calling to me. That's you. You like the scribes, alright? So-called savages, such as Bay. No. Right, but move in quick, sudden bursts. The apparition Sandra appears and unfastens her mask. Listen well, girl. The place where you reside at present has but a single rule, which is the answer to me here. Wow, okay, I will. Such naive enthusiasm. Now, be silent. It is plain to me that you have much to learn as yet about the rites, but you have learned something, and I would see you prove it, without the benefit of anyone, save for your reader. Okay. Are you out there to help me with this, mister? I guess. So many Tizos! I did it! Oh well. Wait. I thought... Okay. Eh. Easy. Oxalas, whatever that means. Okay, how did I do? I must admit that you did better than I expected, girl. You have passed this trial of yours. Some congratulations are in order to you, and also your lovely reader. Now farewell. Those demand worthy the right to ring anything from the downside and return from whence they came. The Book of Rights. Oh. I haven't played this for a while, so I might be a bit rusty, which is going to be bad considering... did I imagine all of that messed up? Because I hope I didn't. Wow, what is that you have there? Rank 20 legendary talisman. It's rank 20 already. After Bay casts her aura, it can bounce off objects and solid surfaces. That's pretty neat. I guess I'll give it to Bay. Sure. Who deserves some quickness? Yes, 7 glory in that. That'll do. That'll do. Seek the nomad scribe's favour. Later that day, accompany Pyre to the sheer cliffs of Emperor's Fall, where a monument to gold Goliathan awaits you. Perhaps due to the nature of this place, you begin to see some of his inner thoughts as clear as she was speaking aloud. Talking to the dead owl again, Pyre. Fine, why not? Or to keep your mind off things. Just don't go getting your hopes up. Your life back there, it won't be any better anyway. Soon, you and she are finished paying your respects. You return the wagon in silence, feeling as though Gold Goliathan has shown you favour. At dawn, you shall begin your ascent. For now, the solitude here is fit for pursuing your vocations. +2 rights. +2 rights. I mean, +2 hope. Let's study in private for once. Although, what's happening here? Pyre. Wait, what? Rookie! Rookie, bring the ringing heart back! God damn it, Rookie. Rookie seems to have removed the ringing part. Rookie, you idiot. You idiot. You find Pyre by herself again, though her expression has grown darker than her custom. Leave me be, would you, reader darling? Trying to get some good and proper moping done here, and you're distracting me. Leave me be, reader. Just leave me be. Just leave me be. You don't want to know what's lurking in my heart or my... What you'll find there isn't pretty. There's something about her thought process different to you now. You know that, with her conditioning, she can resist your scrutiny, but now her thoughts are laid bare to you. Pyre is alone with her thoughts. See what she is thinking. Would that all could simply understand each other without the need of words? Who knows how to volunteer her thoughts more readily if she has something to share? Pyre seems to be inviting you to in her thoughts. You remain there in that lonesome place with her. What is it going to take, I wonder, Pyre? Should I go ahead and kill them all? That'll be proof enough. Perhaps about my loyalties to you and to our sisters. Perhaps I ought to start with this one right in front of me. The bond between you severs as Pyre opens her eyes and stares at you. Then she smiles sweetly and gives you a gentle laugh. You see, reader darling? My thoughts are rather cumbersome at times, but do not fear, I have them very well under control. Still, thoughts being the loathsome thing they are, I no less cannot fully suppress them. She exhales and looks askance. You know by now why I'm in a mess with all of you. You could say I lacked Pyre's sense of commitment, her zeal. She lives only to see her nation overthrown, or something worse, if she could have her way. Centuries of conflict can be quite emboldening that way, especially when one's sister's leading cause of death is Commonwealth forged steel. Worded with the utmost of mercy, of course. Well, I had little patience for the senselessness of it myself. Became a bit of a pharaoh, I suppose. I knew Pyre was going to get herself and others killed someday, so when she was going to fly out on one of the big missions of hers, I had other arrangements made. But after she was caught, your people did exactly uphold their end of the bargain. I knew there was such risk, of course, and yet a chance is still a chance. Pyre was clipped and cast down, a mercy they called it. I did not see it that way, and in my growing process for her treatment, I was soon enough to follow. She falls silent for a while. I haven't yet decided if I entirely regret my actions, but I do seek Pyre's forgiveness, and wish that she could see my thoughts for what they are, as it seems you can. Then she might realise our nation's people have much more in common than she knows. Sometimes I wonder which of them's stupider. She brushes past you and you're out the wagon for now. Pyre, you know what you need to do? You're part of the family now, Pyre. Rookie, bring the thing back. How's Hedwin gonna freaking let people know it's dinner time now? I'm sorry for ringing the bell. Geez, a study in private. You find a relatively quiet clearing to study the Book of Rights with undivided attention. Through greater understanding comes the reader's influence. Oh, bonus bestowed upon fellow exiles participating rights. Whoa, whoa, whoa! These are all great. Master the other aspects of the book to unlock this. Whoa, I wish I knew this before. I thought they were just going to be like temporary bonuses. I thought it was just going to be like, oh, I'll have a temporary bonus for liberation right. But seeing as this is permanent, I want quickness, man. You concentrate on your knowledge of the 8 scribes and how together they compose the Book of Rites among their many feats. Inspiration comes to you in a flash, whether from a book or from women cannot tell. Celerity. Celerity. I don't know that word. Finish studying. Continue your journey. Temple High Road. Since Caesar will gain favour from the scribes along this route, Ruki shall gain favour. Oh, Ruki is my main. So, I guess we'll use Ruki. Is it going to be a standard +1 hope? How do you go over here? Oh wait, I guess it loops around. That makes the most sense. On the way to the summit, you pass a monument to the Under King Ores, and Ruki happens to take notice. You wish for good fortune in the coming right and your plan. As for Ruki, so, you scribes people, can you hear me okay? If you can, then do me a solid and let me get out of here already. My family can't do nothing without me. They've been waiting for me for a while now. He says a little after paying his respects. However, as you prepare to continue your ascent, you sense that the Under King Ores has shown you favour. +3 glory. Oh, that is massive. That's damage, right, to the Pyre. Permify I don't exactly have to use, there's only +1 hope. You and your companions gather around for Sky's Gate, where a single narrow trail leads upward towards the summit, past the archway carved in stone. Come this way, please. The minstrel leads you towards the archway where his counterpart awaits. The exiles and Nightwings have returned. They have. Greetings, Celeste. She all but ignores him and motions to the rest of you. Now then, each of you in turn, please state your name and what it is you seek whilst crossing Scribe's Gate. Please, do just as he says. Everyone steps forwards one after another, much like before. Teaser passes through the gate. Permifa passes through the gate. Ruki passes through the gate. Bay passes through the gate. Sir Gilman passes through the gate. In style! Hedwin passes through the gate. Wilfred passes through the gate. No one is left to go but you. You step forward and declare yourself as you did before. The guardian of Scribe's Gate regards you with a still expression, then she addresses all of you in a formal manner. The 8 scribes bid the Nightwings welcome. Go forth with glory. The lone minstrel glances up at the gate guardian. You have our gratitude, Celeste. She pays him no heed. This is it. The one that counts. Again, you gain the top of Mount Aladil, from which the downside sprawls before you. You wonder whether one among you shall follow Jodariel from this place. The fall of Salayan page revealed. Oh hey guys, you know it's gets a real awful cold up here sometimes, waiting for good customers to come in. Okay, good luck in that big battle thing you got going. That's where you're going, isn't it? I heard it's gonna be exciting for my friends. For friends. Stardust. Downberry can be sold at Slug Market. We need a decent gold. Jodariel's horn. Salam's horn. Further and farther than usual. Now casts all greater ease and gains unlimited stamina on hit. That's kind of hard to use. We can sell this. Get this. Okay. Although I don't know what I'm going to use that for. So peace seeing you guys. Alright, so that's a rank 20 already. Rank 7, 20. Tizo's flutter and zip cost stamina than usual. That will bring it to 100%. So his zip and flutter will not cost any stamina anymore. That sounds pretty good to me. Jumped in further than usual. Alright, sounds good to me. Commence the liberation rite. The time has come for your second liberation rite to commence. You observe the lone minstrel and Volfred speaking in hushed tones, but cannot sense the topic or the tone. Then Volfred looks up to you. I trust that you are feeling prepared as usual, my boy. Each rite is consequential to our journey in its own respect, though these liberation rites have a more immediate effect. It's somewhat crass, however. I've got an estimate by how much each of our companions may contribute to the outcome of our plan, should it be liberated here. Well, tell me then. Factors such as previous occupation, innate tendency to lead, and oratory skill contribute to my assessment. It's nothing personal, for we are all in this together. However, we all ought to return in time, if possible. Know simply that for each one of us who goes in doing so, he or she shall raise our total chance of success. Reader, sir, this knight shall confront the withdrawn. They are very appointed in the Malhi to be liberated, should they manage to prevail. We'll have faith in you, my boy, and lo, even the stars agree on this account. Whew. We don't want to mess this up. Let's not going to make anything more difficult. Still one that counts. We don't want to make anything more difficult. Exiles whom you liberate return to the Commonwealth and glory. They can no longer aid you in your rights.
The Nightwings have returned unto the fall of Solium, at which the scribes first formed their sacred union. At stake this night is freedom and prosperity. But only for one exile who prevails in this liberation rite. Your many adversaries all did strive to earn this opportunity. 'Twas the withdrawn which earned it. Who shall be absolved is up to all of you.
The pyres burn and each of the triumphants is present and prepared. I concur. The pyres burn and each of the triumphants is present and prepared. The anointed one withdrawn, come forth now and declare yourself and pay any respects you have unto your adversaries, the Nightwings. The dog dweller at Malhi appears from the shadows and reaches for her mask. This is known to be witch and Malhi, our adversaries. They are nothing to us, or the ones we serve. Ye all shall be devoured in the coming age, an age of strife. Wrought down by the fell wings and many-seeing eyes of Slutch, the astral-born. You speak blasphemy upon the sacred site of Malhi. You value liberty, and I suggest you cease your mockery of the scribes. The scribes! They fail to stop Slutch, and he shall rise again. As for ye Nightwings, ye are of no consequence in your Slutch's grand design. She dons her mask once more, not her ass. Soon we shall return unto the land which your Slutch shall usurp, where we shall offer him our blood, and that of many, many others. Okay, well, now then, have the Nightwings reached a decision on whose behalf shall conduct the liberation rite? We are about to tell you once more. The first companions you choose shall be freed this very night who prevail. Only the enlightened may be thus anointed, not all among you may be ready. The other two chosen for triumphant shall lend their aid. Nightwings, make your decision.
Who would you set free?
Okay. Okay. Frozen souls, alright. Adversity in Pyre automatically suffers -20. That's pretty not cool. If flinging the orb into adversary's Pyre, the Baron deals 4 damage. Plus 4 damage. We've got to be careful with them. This might end very quickly. Okay, so Ruki doesn't really display much leadership. Tizo is not going to be much help to Jodariel as well. Out of the 3 that I have here, I think Hedwyn is the one that's going to help out Jodariel the most. Although I said that Hedwyn is a deserter, I think if Hedwyn was with Jodariel, he would do a lot of good in the Commonwealth in regards to the plan. Headwind? You do good up there, alright?
Edwin.
Gonna miss you, man. This is a shot. This is my shot to go free, but I can't just leave the rest of you. Well, you're gonna have to. You're gonna have to do your end of the bargain up there as well. Your work doesn't just end. We've got to have Rookie. Play with him one more time. Don't have to ask me twice, not after everything Hedy and I have been through. Ah. We need someone with high presence. It's got to be Tizo. Right? Who else has high presence? Oh man. Okay, I'll level up the others later, but someone with high presence is is what I need at the moment.
Tizo.
Tizo seems to be determined to support Headwind. Thanks, Tizo.
It is done.
Soon, ye slats, very soon. We shall release thee, we shall release thee. And as for ye, Nightwings, we have much in store for ye.
Commence.
Let's go. Huh. Oh, okay. No, give it. Okay. Get in there, Headwind. God. Okay. Minus 30. Rookie, get in there again. Get wrecked. Glory dive. Rookie is too strong for you. Ah. Ah. Jumped into it. What? Oh, okay. 50-50 or 50-40? I don't remember. Excuse me? Oh god. Minus 15. The slats, we invoke thee, for we seek the ancient strength. Befoul our enemies within thy blood. Damnation to Nightwings, damnation to the scribes. The invocation of the slats, your adversary, which immortalities curse, shall summon forth dark pools of banishing ichor whenever whoever's any exile is banished here this night. Okay, Rookie, let's not mess around. Ah. I've tried to jump it. That was close. Come on. Oh. Oh god. Minus 25. Get in there! Rookie, you have to make this work. Rookie, you have to make this work. Oh god, why did I get stuck? I need to... I was going to pause and just think, but there's no point trying to think. I'm just...
Didn't see it.
Okay, okay. Okay. Oh my god. Rookie.
Zap.
Ah. Rookie, get it. Rookie. Oh, that was so fucking close. I was gonna pause and just like, I need to time out. I need to time out. That was so close. Oh my lord. I was about to like cry. I was like, I fucked it up for Hedwyn.
And thus the scribes have chosen the exile appointed by the Nightwings.
Oh, that was so close. That was so, my heart was beating. I was like, alright. At one point, you know when you saw me like switch to the pause menu, I thought, I need a timeout.
And all others shall remain to carry out their rightful.
We did it, Hedwyn. We did it for you. You joined Jodario and make good up there. Know that this affront against your slatch has been recorded, and his vengeance shall darken the skies. We did it. Then, I guess that means I have to go. I broke my vow to him, that we'd all go free together. And Rookie's fine. Reader, my friend, why would he do this? Will you ever forgive me? Fikani, wait for me. Wait for me. Someone for whom Hedwyn cares deeply. They were separated in the Commonwealth. He remained silent for a moment longer. Then, listen to me. All of you, I will not forget this. If there's anything at all that I can do back in the other side to help the rest of you, then I'm going to find it and I'm going to do it. And at the very least, I will do everything I can to make sure that by the time more of you come to join me back at home, there'll be a better place for all of us. Thanks, Hedwyn. Look, I don't have long now, so just thank you, all of you. I won't forget this. Then he plunges out of sight into the swimming pool. His voice is audible but growing faint. It's happening. Goodbye, my friends. Reader, everyone, goodbye. Till we see each other. Hedwyn earned his freedom back. May he return in glory. God fucking speed, Hedwyn. You deserve it.
The scribes are ever merciful. By their grace, the cycle of the rites may soon commence again. Until the rites begin anew.
Cool. That was so close. I nearly fucked it up to the liberation rate. You return to the wagon after prevailed against the withdrawn and the liberation rate. Not too shabby, people. Tiso is pleased that Hedwyn is finally free. You succeed in liberating Hedwyn, who returns to the Commonwealth in glory. Who's gonna cook now? We did all we could. With each liberation rite, we strive to advance our plan. A brighter future awaits at the depth of our end of our path. For now, we must persevere. Speaking of which, reader, I take it you have seen the stars, or should I say the lack of thereof. You have, or did once more. The skies are all abyssal black. Following the liberation rite, those stars illuminate themselves to guide you further on your path. Then let us go, once more, to the moonlight outglow. I have an errand I must run. Besides, once we arrive, best we recover now, and make our way southward at first light. Sounds good to me. What's up, Volfred? Following Hedwyn's liberation, you find Volfred smoking at his pipe, his eyes averted. He looks up and smiles as you approach. Hello, my boy. Excellent work back there. Thank you for your perseverance. Though I was just reflecting on how very fortunate I've been in all this. Not just me, but really all of us who had a chance to stand with Hedwyn here. Ours is, admittedly, a somewhat desperate plan. It was vital to me, should the Nightwings rise again, that it be under proper gear and guidance. I was just thinking how well Hedwyn served in that capacity. Whatever is to be the outcome of all this, no doubt his presence shall be missed. My agents and I, we were unsure of him at first, a common boy like that, completely unacquainted with the rites. But in the end, I felt that he was worth a shot. Someone like him, sincere, determined, with loyal friends, and desperate to get home. Those qualities spoke volumes. Then he falls silent for a time. I have every faith that he shall strive on our behalf. Now, in the Commonwealth, it is my hope that he yet finds someone, the one he sought. You and Volfred speak little more of Hedwyn for now. You are left wondering what shall become of him in the Commonwealth. Cool. Sounds good to me. Continue your journey. Hedwyn and Jodariel. A small landing in the dark side of the sacred mountain. Okay, it's the next cycle of rites. Wait, this next cycle of rites there. I will do that. You once again find yourself amid the hidden splendors of Moonlight Alcove. Here you can wait this time until the stars deign to shine for you again. Bide your time. No one to talk to. We have returned to a place of respite. Please make yourselves comfortable, such as you can. We are at the mercy of the stars, but I expect they shall shine bright again in time. As for me, I shall return by then, for there is something I must do. There, atop the sacred mountain, you gaze down into the abyss that is the downside. You wonder when the stars shall align themselves once more. There upon the sacred mountain, your companions once went more of the night sky, the stars begin to shine again. The plan of which you are all a part is set in motion. Commonwealth, a nation that stood almost for 1,000 years, is in turmoil. If your companions return there through the liberation rites, what sort of place shall they be coming back to? Many moons pass. One evening, amid a downpour with no interest whatsoever in relenting, Volfred requests everybody to convene. You understand he has an announcement of some sort. Soon everyone is assembled and Volfred regards the group. Everyone, there is an aspect of our plan which I've not talked about with you at length. Look around your companions, what do you see in them? Let the question hang a moment in the air. I'll tell you what I see in all of you. The original 8 scribes. I see in all of us a living vision of the 8 scribes himself, yeah. Each one among them hailing from different tribes which later formed our Commonwealth. Yeah, I caught on to that. You have one from each race. And that's how the 8 scribes did it as well. My observation does not come from pompousness, I think. Rather, I believe the scribes themselves desired, or shall I say desire, such a course. Together, they created all this ceremony of which we are now a part. This exiled, liberated through the rites, went on to found the Commonwealth based on their values and their teachings. Thus, an instrumental aspect of our plan is to embody the spirit and the culture from which the Commonwealth arose so many centuries ago. That way, when we are all united on the other side of solidarity, the people all shall see that we reflect the values they yet cherish in their hearts, not merely our own. Anyway, we are still missing one key representative on behalf of Molten Mill Life. And I happen to know a certain bog dweller, who I think shall fit the part most splendidly indeed. 4th Wild Witch, is this Big Bertrude? The one that fixed our wagon up to be waterproof? He motioned for someone to approach. It's Big Bertrude! A certain bog dweller slips forward. You recognise her straight away. I thought you didn't want to join us. I double-clicked, I guess. It is my pleasure to introduce you to a dear old friend of mine, whom I believe we've met. Welcome to the Nightwings, Bertrude. The bog dweller called Big Bertrude uttered something guttural by way of greeting. We are to understand that ye require further aid from us. Yes, Big Bertrude. The time has come. Bertrude here is far and away the most accomplished alchemist whom I've ever met. You soon will find that she knows much about the rites as well. Bertrude looks you and your fellow exiles each in turn. We frighten ye, apparent. Everyone is silent as Bertrude searches their expressions. Then tremble small ones and hold well thy tongues, lest we remove them. She takes her leave without another word. Please excuse Bertrude's blunt manner. I guaranteed she shall more than make up for it. Everyone disperses. It seems now that the ranks of Nightwings are complete. Bertrude joined the group. She sensed her powerful presence. Welcome aboard. Now then, my boy, perhaps you noticed that the stars are bright once more up there behind those stubborn rains, meaning it's time that we got back to business. Indeed, once more, several stars shine bright within the cold and storming sky. Stars themselves await the will of the Nightwings. Choose your path towards salvation. Triesta. Lou. Mylif. The Mylith one fucking drains our hope like no tomorrow. The essence. So we want to beat down the essence, if possible. Oh god. I'm not going to be a fan of this. I don't like flyers, so we'll have to another brush with Tamitha. Perhaps she'll spare me yet another moment of her time. She's here because of me, and I'm here for her. Tamitha then tells you more of her next adversary, her own blood sister. Tamitha Thane, a half of the High-Wing remnants, raised from birth to excel in outwitting and outmaneuvering her enemies. She seems driven by her hatred for the Commonwealth. After retreating to the mountains centuries ago, the Hearts refused to join the Commonwealth, and those old tensions boiled over into raids or skirmishes or all-out war. Flight tacticians such as Tamitha gave the High-Wing remnants a swift and powerful military presence to this day, despite the Hearts' small numbers. She once hatched an ambitious plan to overthrow the Commonwealth, breaching its defences so her sisters could rain down untold destruction. On the darkest night of the year, she led a daring infiltration mission deep into her enemy's lands. It almost worked. However, she was betrayed by someone very close to her, someone who branded a Commonwealth sympathiser, Tamitha. Tamitha was caught, clipped and subsequently exiled as a prisoner of war, but being trapped in the downside only stroked her fury. I wound up in here not too long afterwards. Anyway, it's complicated. What happened between us, what I did for her own good, and for that of all our sisters. Though I'm beginning to doubt that Tamitha will ever see it that way. We'll see, I suppose, but for now, I best try and catch what sleep I'm able. Pleasant dreams then, darling. You bade a good night to Tamitha in turn. No time now to make flight preparations though. Come morning, the Black Wagon will soon press forward. Tamitha wants to talk. Oh, Bertrude, what's up? You find Big Bertrude looking onto the Black Wagon in a disapproving way. She fixes her gaze onto you. Her expression does not change. Such clutter. Added to this wagon since we've looked upon it last. Unsightly. Remembered ye from our abode in flagging hands. Then thou must be the reading one to whom Sandalwood referred. She moves in close, studying you. You recall that the mere touch of a bog crone of the southern bogs can induce paralysis or worse. That one such as thee can extract meaning from that tome. 'Twas a feat we wished to witness for ourselves. Thy flesh had seen but the smallest fraction of the years which ours was stood, and yet we are expected to believe that thou canst understand the Book of Rites. Your voice is very hard to do. Then she backs away, for someone else has joined you. Hail, Bertrude, madam. Is everything to your liking at this time, or is there something more which you require? We have been unable to locate a supply of rot-worm gizzard extract among thy belongings. Other than that, we shall lodge no complaint at present. It is possible that Rolfred has a small supply among his possessions here. If you would care to accompany me, we may yet procure some. That would be agreeable with us. Then, after you, madam. As they depart, you think you see a lone minstrel nod her sway your way. His way your way. More money! More money! Give me the mushroom! I want... Occasionally produces foul-tasting mushrooms that are strangely satisfying to pluck from. Yoink! Yoink! I want these. Yoink! Liberated. What parts of the cooking supplies it? Henry used to do most of the cooking, but now... No one cooks! Bertrude's deck, unusual etched cards depicting the great titans. Probably for curses and enchantments. Cool. Fashion from Hownside sends their ilk a clear message while reminding you of Jodariel. We should give these things to like the people and give it back to people. He's still taking it. God damn it, Rookie. Okay, well, we should get going then. Continue your journey. You rise early that morning. Though Bertrude is already awake, she scowls at you. Good morning, reader Bertrude. I trust your stay has been not too uncomfortable. Nay, Sandalwood, the comforts of this place are not for us. Fly us forth from here to lower ground. Let us get on with all this. The reader here shall do so. Once the group is ready, I thank you for your patience. Da 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 da. We have to go quite far to the stupid bog again. You want to fight? Ah, a pleasure to encounter you within the skies, O Night Wings. They deliberately crashed into us, Father, yet you still addressed them in such a cordial manner. Now, Alma, I'm certain that this was an honest accident, and it appears no lasting damage has been done. Please take the helm, as I shall go and start to pick up all the fallen artifacts, which shook free from the walls after the impact. Perhaps some of these old heirlooms may yet be repaired from adhesives drawn from certain flora we may find along our long and difficult quest. Damn you, Nightwings, you stay away from us. Die. Where are we going? Enthusiastic. Presence get adversary ignorance. Learn of his recent activity. Value. We are running out of money. We really do need some monies. Let's go. Tizo, you better not fuck me. You agree? You arrive again in the muddy bleakness of flagging hands, already anticipating the sinking feeling that comes with the place. This time, Bertrude has something to say for it. We shall show ye how to withstand the less pleasant qualities of this locale. She reveals various salves and minor enchantments that help to counteract the spirit draining effects of the region. Soon, everyone is feeling better, if but for the assurances. Henceforth, you no longer suffer penalties to hope in this region. Thank you! Thanks be to Bertrude. Awesome. Rummage with Tito. Hey, Wilfred. Wilfred is poring over a copy of the Book of Rites as you approach. He looks up at you and smiles. The road to freedom, written in a book that hardly anyone believes exists, and fewer still can read and comprehend. Sometimes I marvel how absurd all of this is, my boy. Tell me something though. I spent so many time considering the book, but knowing so few with whom I could discuss it in much detail. You've had some time to turn through it by now, so what do you think? Worth all the fuss? I want to know your thoughts on the Book of Rites. Find it fascinating. Tedious. Archaic volume dense with lore you are not concerned with. Come across more than your fair share of books, but none quite like this. You'd rather reserve judgment until you have more reading time. To be experienced and not described. I've skimmed it. I've read the first chapter and nothing else. You admit to Wilfred you have not really read much of the book just yet. Indeed, all this time, and you have come this far on faith alone? Well, you are missing out, as far as I'm concerned. It is volume worth your while. I know there can be many distractions during travel, of course. He puts away his copy of the book with care. It is amazing that these volumes have survived all this time, I think. Whatever they are made of has withstood the ravaging effects of time quite well. And the ideas there contained, they remain rather provocative as well. Provocative. That is provocative. The thing that the Commonwealth disavows the existence of this book despite official recognition of the 8 scribes, although the reasons why are in there written plain. How fascinating that these secrets have been kept for all this time. Anyway, you'll have to excuse me for my extracurricular interest in his teaching. I used to teach a version of its history. To have access to the real thing has brought me some small pleasure. Let us be certain to preserve these volumes for whomever shall be next to use them. He turns his attention to other matters and bids you good afternoon. Cool. Rummage with Tizo. The little imp Tizo's keen sense of things now takes you far into the muddy bleakness of Coldmo. Keeping up with him proves difficult at times. All of a sudden, he begins to hop and screech. Squeaky, kiki, kiki. Wants you to help him dig up something right under his feet. Begin to dig at the vicinity and soon uncover something long since buried, perhaps for someone such as you to find. Vengeful Vow. If the bearer is banished, an ensuing blast can banish adversaries in a radius. Probably not going to use that. Probably going to sell it for 50. Thank you. Continue your journey. Pit of Mylith. Get up right soon against the Method and the Essence. Who wants to talk? Tizo, what up, man? You observe Tizo rummaging around the black wagon, as though in search for something. He notices you and rushes up to greet you. What up, Tizo? He is glad that you are here. He was just reminiscing about old times. But just as quickly, he resumes his search. Grah. Tizo is looking for something that a former exile the Nightwings once gave him. He is growing frustrated that the object he seeks is nowhere to be found. You almost do not notice the lone minstrel's approach. I'm afraid that it's gone, Tizo. I am very sorry. Reader, it is nothing that ought to be cause for much concern. Merely that Tizo has misplaced something of sentimental value to him. It was just his spare bandage. He indicates exactly like the one he has on his horn. Tizo here has had many adventures with the Nightwings. Is that not so, Tizo? He squawks in approval. Those memories shall always stay with you. Is that not what matters most of all? He confirms this as well. Then please do not worry about yourself anymore. It is a symbol of distant past, besides. Tizo skulks away up into the rafters. The lone minstrel watches him go. The object that he seeks does not exist, reader. Tizo searches for it from a fleeting memory of his days with the Nightwings of the past. He performed the regular duties of other drive imps at first, but soon distinguished himself. I was none too surprised. He was clearly special. He had grown close with the other members of the Nightwings when misfortune fell and the triumvirate fell apart. Perhaps Volfred has revealed to you more of the details. As for Tizo, I feel he must make peace with the shadows of the past, somehow. Perhaps then he shall cease searching. You need not worry for him. Of course, he is resilient, and shall always serve the Nightwings well. You might say that he was born for it. Begging your pardon, reader. The lone minstrel excused himself in a polite way, leaving me to consider what he said. Oh. The buyer for Tizo. Drive imp. Torvand. Years exiled 4. So we want to learn more about Gilman when we get the chance. What can we do here? Hey guys, come on in. Say now, whatever happened to the smiley headwind guy? Did he really get out of here like I've been hearing, or what? Nope. Well, he did. I lied to you. Get a bit of money from selling our little mushroom things. I don't think I'd ever use this, so have it. One disto. Mashing eventually, the barrow gains +1. Not really gonna use those either. They're doing business to you guys, so commence to right. The afternoon is just beginning to give way to nightfall as you and your companions finish making preparation for the coming rite. Through all the ceremony, you realise Promethea is nowhere to be found. The last anybody saw of her was shortly after the Black Wagon came to rest here at the pit of Mylith. She returns just as soon as you began to plan to search for her. Sorry to have worried you there, reader darling. Just getting a little antsy is all. Had to go and spread my wings a bit and shake away the nerves. She is holding something back. Don't you get in my head. I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you the truth, damn it. Damn you, reader. Get out. Get out. Get out. Anyhow, it looks as if the show is about to start. I shall be in the field with the others. As Promethea departs, you see she is right as the stars above begin to shine. You know she is about to face her sister, Promethea, once again. You accept that it is a very private matter between them. Oh, yeah, I'm not gonna do anything. Screw that noise! I'd rather just win all the rights. How's long distance? I mean, like, the last Liberation rite was really freaking close.
The much vaunted reader has returned, and it would appear his ranks grow stronger. Consorting with the bog-crone Bertrude, are we? How very strange that you befriended her. At any rate, your adversaries in this rite shall be the Essence. Put out their flame and walk the path to liberty.
That's the plan. The winged exiles of the Essence take position opposite your own companions, and their leader soon asserts himself. Pymitha, come forth, no trickery this time. She appears as asked, though remains silent as her blood sister studies her for a time. Pymitha then reaches for her mask. You look worried to me, sister. Oh? Too little sleep, I guess. I do get rather anxious sometimes on the night before one of these things. It can be a lot of pressure. Understandable. The two of them say nothing for a time. You cannot discern what they are thinking. The high-wing remnants all seem to be very mentally acute, trained as they will come from birth. Soon enough, Pymitha cuts through the tension, her tone light as ever. So, given further thought to my proposal then? I have. And I think that now is not the time for talk. Besides, your comrades there, surely you give them pause. Even now, they must be questioning your loyalty. What? But I... Oh, cut it with that stammering, Pymitha. It is very unbecoming, you know that. And you be sure to tell those comrades of yours what you propose to me. She dons her ask once more. As she rejoin the other exiles of the Essence, Pymitha hesitates before returning to your group. I told her she could take my place. That I would keep her up to date about our progress and that she could take my place if ever it was time for me to go. But you don't have to worry. For one thing, she refused. And for another, well, I'd better tell you later. For now, remember you can count on me. Pymitha? What are you doing? Damn it, Pymitha! Hold a moment, reader. The crone Bertrude slithers forth, wearing the raiments of the rites. Now that Bertrude is among our ranks, it would be best if you became familiar with her repertoire. You have no obligation to make use of her abilities, of course. Good, Bertrude. Please show the reader something of your aptitude. We expect thou should be inclined to bring our sorceries to bear. Long have we studied these rites of thine. Let us show thee what we know of them thus far. W to bounce. Boop.
Bertrude shows
Boop.
herself in full.
Boop.
Though I have to wonder
Shift
what
the sliver.
became of her accomplices. Of one
Whoa,
accomplice
shotgun.
in particular. You watch yourself around her, reader. None are sentenced into exile without sufficient cause.
Power blast. Okay. Sounds good to me. Now then, reading one, know that our freedom is of little consequence to us. We side with ye because of Sandalwood, because of his plan. We shall aid ye in the rites, and we shall aid ye in the plan. Thus, we are at thy disposal, and await thy pleading. Ash and Cold plus 25.
Who shall stand together here this night?
Rocky. Oh, she has some inspiration already, so let's try Bertrude. Oh wait. What's this? These are all just legendary talismans. So you can have this. You can have this. Let's give this a go then. Bertrude, get in there.
Bertrude.
That's a pretty good order.
It is done.
How they spew their threats, the winged ones. We shall see soon. We soon shall see if they can back them up. I can't do S's apparently. Face us, wastrels of the Commonwealth. The pain and loss of your defeat this night shall reverberate not only in your hollow hearts, but in the homeland that abandoned you. Are you quite sure? It has to be this way then, sister? There is no compromise here, Pymitha. Not for traitors to my country or my blood. I understand. Then, so be it.
Begin. A
Thanks.
favorable start.
Oh, crap. I didn't press W. I didn't press W. I need to jump more. You seem so distracted, Pymitha. Is there something more you wish to say to me? Words you feel that I am owed, perhaps? Pymitha stops at this and reaches for a mask. I'm sorry for what I did to you, sister. For what you did to me, your apology rings as hollow as your plumage. You might rehearse it further upon every last survivor of the High Wing remnants. Now, no more talk.
Such hatred spewing constantly from Tamitha, yet here in exile, she is naught but talk. The orb.
Oh crap.
How very sad for the essence. Beauteous.
Okay, we got this. Rookie.
Best not get overconfident, Night Wings. Rookie doused
Too
the
easy.
adversary's flames.
Too easy.
Yes.
Oh crap. Oh crap.
The orb is loose. Why, that was all of them. Rookie plunged into their fire.
Okay, one more. One more, no problem.
Caught out. You left
Crap.
yourselves wide open. Glorious.
Yeah. And a dash and we're in.
Her wings have served her
Oh,
true.
not done yet. Rookie, go fuck him
Once
up.
more like that and we are finished
Too
here.
easy.
And it is done. The Night Wings prevail. And such a well-conducted victory
It was alright. I made some mistakes here and there.
The rite is complete.
You win, blood sister. You win. I don't suppose that means you'll reconsider. You know that I cannot. You are always obstinate. I don't know what the word means, but in that regard and all others which account for anything, you are inferior to me. Remember that. What you offered is meaningless to me. I shall free myself without your help, or that of anyone. Now then, fair. Well, you have two that are helping you right now. You bitch. Wait, what are your comrades, the essence? You must need them at least. Mincing my words as ever, Pymitha. Know that I do love you in a way. Is that what you wish to hear? Aww. Aww. But my purpose is plain and you stand in its way. You're a fool to think my freedom is my goal. My freedom is a means towards the end of the likes of which you will never abide. Do you think that you could sway me from my purpose, Pymitha? Pymitha remained silent for some time. No, I think that you will struggle to destroy the Commonwealth, no matter what it takes. No matter if, in doing so, you're destroyed instead. Just so. So then, you understand me, after all. Pymitha does not turn to watch her blood sister depart.
Boundless are the teachings of the scribes.
And here they say old Greentail wasn't ever going to amount to anything. Haha, who said that? I'll beat him up for you, Rookie. Not that they ever said anything like that about me, since, as you know, I'm very well regarded where I'm from, by everyone in fact. Rookie can jump a second time while airborne. Cast us 50 or a 50% further than usual. You're my runner, so we're gonna make you run way better.
A blessing from the Alpha Chief himself. The exiled Kamatha perhaps can learn.
Well,
the errors
Pymitha,
of
soon I'll be catching up with you at this, whether you like it or not. While flying, Pymitha moves faster than usual. After 5 seconds of banishing an adversary, Pymitha moves gains 4 quickness, presence, and hope. 8 quickness. 8 quickness sounds pretty good. This one.
The holy power of the oldest matriarch, the ancient crone called Bertrude.
Thus does our grasp of ancient sorceries grow ever stronger still. Choose a mastery for Bertrude. All Bertrude has less than Earth associated. Astros deal -10 to our Pyre. Probably this one.
The secrets of the Wild Witch revealed until the stars align.
Spring from here and learn what we did and build a new and great society, a free society with wings spread wide for everyone. Cool. After vanquishing the essence rather soundly, you return to the wagon to find Volfred and the lone minstrel in the midst of conversation. Most strange that this one star should be eliminated now. This is not what I expected. Nor I, Volfred, sir. Then Volfred notices you there. Reader, Tarek and I observed a strange occurrence in the sky, is all. It appears that the star of Kalimir Ropecaller is eliminated now. It is but another star, except our models and predictions of the cosmos did not anticipate this. Anyway, go see for yourself. I shall make the wagon ready in the meantime. I'm changing voices really badly. You see only a single shining star illuminated far above. It is just as Volfred indicated. You regard the looming star, discern where it leads. Over there. This one. Ah, the fate again. And we can't go to anywhere else. Well, guess we're facing the fate again. I don't like bullying Dalbert. Alright. The fate it is. Then we are summoned to the Isle of Kalimir, deep within the Deathless Tempest. Have you not been there? Have you been there before, Tarek? So long ago, I scarce recall this time. Only the scent is the place from whence the creatures native to this land sprang forth. Reader, let's not concern ourselves with superstitions held about that place. We'll set forth at dawn and soon see for ourselves what to make of it. Hey, Pamitha. Despite Pamitha's mental conditioning, you can tell something is troubling her. She will listen to a word I say, not one damn word. If she weren't my blood sister, I should think I'd hate her guts as much as she hates mine. She shakes her head. I should apologize to you and everyone, and sort out Pamitha without asking your leave. I figured I would rather seek forgiveness than permission, you understand. My attempts with Pamitha didn't amount to much, as we well saw, so at this point, I'm hopeful you'll be more accepting of apologies than she. Though, tell me something, reader darling, do you suppose I'm going to betray you? You may know better than I do at this point. Loyalty has been earned, you believe she'll stand Nightwings. Admit to having reservations. You tell Pamitha that she seems to be the subject to the whims of her heart when it comes to her priorities in all this. You cannot predict what she'll ultimately do. She says nothing for a while. You're nothing if not truthful, darling. Sometimes I wonder if the sense of self-control we have is merely an illusion. We do not always act with rationality. In any case, if the others have concerns over my business here, in light of everything, you need but tell me to depart and I'll be on my way. However, I have a promise that I will make to you. You let me stay, and I'll see this through, with all of you, no matter where we all end up. And I'll be on this route for a bit, I think. You take care too, darling. She brushes past you and then heads outside into the evening. I'm gonna take these mushrooms and this fruit. Nom nom nom. Is there anything else to pick? I don't think so. I'm gonna end episode here. That was pretty cool. We got Hedwyn and Jodariel up in the Commonwealth, so that works for me. Pretty good setup so far. Yeah. Bye 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 bye.